I will like to start by thanking everyone for taking this channel to 25,000 milestone. We are going to use COVID-19.analytics library. In case you don't have it, you can go to packages, install, and then type COVID-19.analytics, and you should be able to install it easily. So we can use COVID-19.data function. We can specify this case as aggregated, and let's save this in AG. So you can see it has data up to May 2nd, 2020. If you click on AG, you can see all the data. You have the countries, last updated, longitude, latitude, confirmed, deaths, recovered, active, and so on. And for US, you can also see there is a state by breakup. Using TS-confirmed, we can get time series data for all the confirmed cases. Let's store this in TSC for time series confirmed. So you can see it provides range of dates as January 22, 2020 up to May 2nd, 2020. So every time you pull this data, this range will be updated. To get summary report, we can use report.summary function, and we can specify number of entries. So let's go for top 10 countries. Graphical output, first I'm going to say false. The first summary we have is for TS confirmed cases. Number of countries reported 187, and then you have list of top 10 countries. Obviously the leading country is US with 1.13 plus million cases, which is about 33% of the global percentage. We also have data on last day change. So new additions on the last day was 29,078. Now difference from 2 days back is about 34,000 plus, and so on. So US is followed by Spain, Italy, and on the 10th place you have Iran. And then we have summary for death cases. And you can also see the percentage rates are different in different countries. For Belgium, it's as high as 15.68. For Germany, it is about 4.13. If you run this with graphical.output equals true, then we can get a graphical output of these summaries. There are two types of plots. One is a pie chart and other is a bar plot. So these are all confirmed cases, US followed by Spain and so on. And so this is for US, this is for Spain, and this must be for Italy, United Kingdom, France, and so on. So for totals per location, we can use a function tots.per.location. Let's use this TSC that we had created. We can also specify geographic location. So let's say US. Under running models, you have linear regression model. So if you look at the right, there are two plots. The top one is number of cases, and then we have taken a log, and x-axis is number of days. You also see three different lines. So those are like different fitted models. So for example, intercept with this model was negative 0.39, and that's what is reported here. Slope is 0.157, and that's what is indicated here. So this plot is based on cumulative values. When you see a convex pattern, so that's an increasing trend. And when we see a concave pattern, that's a decreasing trend. The bottom chart is number of cases as it is. It is represented as a bar plot. We can also specify more than one country here. So we can say C, let's say India. The output that we had for US is repeated for India now. So we'll again use TSC data. And geolocation, let's go for US. Y has actually two axes. First axis is number of changes in a regular scale, and second axis is in the log scale. This graph that you see is obviously for regular cases, and this plot is for log axis. So number of changes are hovering around like 30,000 at present. After the lockdown, more or less things have stabilized. Let's extract one more data set. We'll call this all. So this is the time series all, and let's call this TSA. We will use this for totals plot. So this is an interactive plot. So this gives overall cases across the globe. As of March 2nd, we have about 3.42 million cases globally which are confirmed. The red ones are global active cases, orange ones are recovered, and green is global deaths. We can also include different countries here. So let's say we want India. Compared to global numbers, the numbers in India are quite small. So we'll have to switch from linear to log. So more or less we have a similar pattern that we see for global. The only thing is right now our values are much lower. So the function that we use is live.map. Let's use TSC. So this is what we have. So this is an interactive plot. You can go to any country and look at the numbers. So for example, India right now has 39,699 cases. Pakistan has about 19,103 cases. And Russia has 124,054 cases. So one of the models that is very popular with researchers working with COVID data is SIR model. So in this model, people are grouped into three categories. The first category is of people who are healthy but susceptible to disease. So that's S. I stands for infected and R stands for people who recovered. We can use a function called generate SIR model. So let's use TSC, confirmed data. We can then specify country. So let's say US. We also need to specify what is the total population. So you can see the total population is about 328.2 million. So when you run this, you get this output. Please note that it says this is an experimental feature and this is currently under development. In future, maybe they can make some improvements to this model. This is the plot that you get. For the first plot here, y-axis is number of people who are infected, and then this is number of days. So obviously this is based on first 25 days of data. And this second plot is the same plot. The only difference is that this is log scale. So this type of plot where y-axis is log and x-axis is as it is, it's also called semi-log plot or log linear plot, because this is log and this is linear. So you can see the model and the data, they match somewhat nicely. So again, this is just the number of subjects and this is in log scale. So blue line is number of people who are susceptible. So obviously this is based on the entire population. Red line is number of people who are infected. So one thing you'll notice is that from day 0 close to day 60, the number of people getting infected reaches a peak. And green line is number of people who recovered. And the same thing you can see here in the log scale. So you can see for initial data, this model seems to fit the values very well. Let's also try India. So India's current population is about 1.353 billion. So we do see a similar pattern based on first 25 days of data. And one major difference that we see compared to USA, for USA, we saw that this red line was peaking around 60 days. In India, this model seems to suggest that the peak will be around 90 days. And here also we see the model seems to fit well with the actual values.